we'd be remiss if we didn't talk. So this ties in with Goofy Sci-Fi. We talk about Elon. Did we mention Elon Musk's truck?
No, let's talk about Elon Musk's truck. What the fuck is that? That looks like the truck I drew. That literally looks like a truck I drew when I was 9 years old.
Count Dankula's at some comment, like you said, it looked like it was a 6-year-old drew it in MS Paint, only using the line tool.
Oh,
and some other people said it had like graphics like worse than PlayStation 1.
yeah.
And then he threw something at, or I guess it was another guy, threw something at the window and it broke it. Like it was supposed to be, strong. It broke it.
It's a bulletproof glass, and it actually, if you ever throw
threw like a shot put at it.
Yeah, if you ever actually throw something at a bulletproof glass, nothing goes through it, but it gets that cracked look.
Yeah.
Where,
Well,
so
it looked like a bad demonstration. It wasn't a bullet, but it still looked like a bad demonstration.
No, what happened? I know what happened because Elon Musk showed the practice throw, so they actually did throw it once and it didn't break. But with a tempered glass and bulletproof glass, you could only do that trick once because
I think if I some people mentioned it was growing on them. I think if I just had like a lot of money, I might want to buy one just to be completely autistic.
Oh man,
it's like the most autistic vehicle I've ever seen.
I'm glad you mentioned Cap Dunkula. I did not know you said that because I actually said to myself, it looks like something I would draw when I was 9 years old in my school loose leaf binder. You know what I mean? That's how shitty it looks. It looks like you just drew it with a straight line and shit. A protractor, and you just drew some lines and you created this little cracked truck. But the reason the glass broke, smart physics people, is if you throw something at one of these bulletproof glasses, the first time it won't break, but you weakened it. So if you throw something again, that's when it starts
only
cracking.
Had one or something?
Yeah, you only had one.
Like a prototype.
Yeah, it's a prototype. Elon Musk. God love him, but Elon Musk just invents stuff that he doesn't invent anything. He just talks about it.
We sent that car into space. Some people don't even think that was real. I don't know.
No, it wasn't a real truck. It was a gutted shell of a truck. It weighed nothing.
I'm saying some people don't even think he really sent a car into space. I have no idea.
I don't no idea, but apparently he sent a shell of a car. It was empty. It was just like a prop. It wasn't really a real car. It might have even crashed down to Earth. We don't know. Apparently, it's supposed to be roaming the universe, but that's bullshit. It might have just went up into space and fell down again.
I don't
know. No one. I went online. I'm supposed to look at cameras angles from the ship itself. That's bullshit. You could tell that's not it. You could tell it's fake. And not that they faked it. You could tell that whoever did it online faked an image, and that's the most popular image. I've not seen any evidence that it's in space or even if it was in a rocket.
People point out a lot of stuff from space, like from NASA, looks fake. I don't know.
Well, I've always been suspicious of the. Again, I'm not a flat earther, and I do believe we landed on Mars, on the moon, and whatever. But I kind of think all the rest is like all these accomplishments.
I think Mars might be Greenland or Nevada or something. I don't know.
Yeah, the Mars shit. Well, they got caught. One of the things that makes it makes it bad is, NASA would send this in space, and then they would because they didn't have good pictures, they fake a picture just for the press. Because back then the press would just publish anything, just like they do now. The government publishes something, they just
positive, but.
Did you break up again? But anyway,
I broke up because I'm giving away the Mars conspiracy.
Yeah. Well,
O.J. Simpson was in a movie where they faked Mars landing. By the way,
that's a great,
good movie.
It was a good movie. What's it called again? It had a something Ghoul in it. What's his name?
I don't know. I could look it up. It has O.J. Simpson. It's about Mars.
It was O.J. Simpson. It was the guy that was Eric something Brolin. O.J. Simpson, Brolin, and Elliot Gould was in it. He was a reporter.
What's Josh Brolin's his son? What was his dad's name?
I forgot. Brolin,
he was in Westworld. I can't remember his name.
Yeah, he was in Westworld. That's another great 1970s one.
Was it James Brolin?
James Brolin, that's it. A young James Brolin. You know, which is another 1970s
Westworld
movie?
was a great movie too, by
It
the way.
was. So the second one not so good, but the first one was amazing.
I like the music from it too. They're like messing with the inside of a piano.
Yeah. To make, I always thought it was because it imitated wires, like the sound of wiring.
Well, you're like scraping and shit. I think you hear piano notes, but if you open up like a piano, you have all the strings and shit. It sounds like they open it up and they're scraping it and shit like that.
Yeah, I've always thought that was indicative. They were trying to imitate, you know, like the cables and wires of a robot. You know, you know.
Well, it's suspenseful sounding.
Yeah. There's a 1970s classic which does not get as much love as I think it's sort of like a forgotten one. It's Yul Brynner. I think it's called The Ultimate Warrior or something. It's a post-apocalyptic future, and he's supposed to be some sort of soldier, and they hire him to protect this settlement in New York. I think it's called I forgot what it's called. I think it was called The Ultimate Warrior. And it's a forgotten one. I saw it when I was a kid in the 1970s, and it hasn't been shown in a long time. And it's a great old movie. You know, I really dig
I like
the
those
1970s.
Charlton Heston sci-fi movies. There's like a bunch of them.
Well, this is sort of like
Omega
in that vein.
Man. There's Soylent Green, Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, this is sort of in that vein. This is sort of in that vein with Yul Brynner. It was The Ultimate Warrior. Oh my God, my memory did not fail me. 1975. It's set in New York in 2012. The apocalypse. You know, that's how far.
I think
away.
Buck Rogers, like, he took off in like 1990 or something like that.
Yeah, that's how far.
It's funny
away.
when they set something like 5 years in the future and then it's immediately out of date. I think that's hilarious.
Yeah. So this Yul Brynner movie is The Ultimate Warrior. It was 1975, and he's sort of like if you ever start, it starts off with he's like sitting on a pole, like on a high pole or something, and he's naked from the waist up, and he only has a knife, and he's not moving, and the townspeople come to him and they say, listen, we don't have a lot of money, but we can give you a bed and a warm meal every night and whatever. And he doesn't answer them because and then they walk away, and then they're attacked by post-apocalyptic evil people, which always look like bikers, 1970s bikers and Chicanos. They all look like, and then like he jumps down from the pole and like he kills them like with his bare hands, and then he accepts the job.
There are a lot of movies from like the early 70s, like low budget movies where like they have evil hippies in them.
Yeah.
I think it's like based on like Charles Manson or something.
Well,
it's interesting when they have like evil hippies.
Well, Dawn of the Dead. Dawn of the Dead. They were all bikers and hippies and whatever. Remember what the ones that stormed the mall? They were all like 1970s looking like bikers and whatnot. One guy even had a sombrero.
That guy in the Dirty Harry movie. He was kind of like a hippie. I think it was like this. Maybe it was the first Dirty Harry movie. The guy who was like he kidnapped a girl or whatever. And I think he actually played that. He was on Deep Space Nine.
He was. He's a great actor. Yeah. He was the same actor. He was
that. What was that? The alien? What are they called? Kardashians or something? Or is that no? That's something else.
No. He was a Kardashian. He was a. I forgot what his name was. He was a Kardashian spy.
He was like he's the spy, and it's very. I don't know. Just a good character.
He's a good actor, and he was his Dirty Harry appearance was supposed to be it's actually based on a true story where they actually kidnapped a bus and
I thought it was based on like the Zodiac Killer or something.
It was based on the Zodiac Killer. Plus, there was an incident where somebody was kidnapped and buried alive and ransomed, and that was sort of like part of it. So it was sort of like an amalgamation of all the worst hippie shit that was happening in the 1970s. The 1970s were not. It was a weird time.